with a recap of everything Apple has announced and released in 2023. In January, Apple announced a MacBook Pro 14-inch and 16-inch. These both used the M2 Pro processor, however these were later replaced by the M3 model. They also released a Mac Mini with the M2 and M2 Pro. The M2 model starts at $599 and supports up to 2TB of storage. The M2 Pro model starts at $1299 and supports up to 8TB of storage. Later in January, Apple announced a HomePod which looked like the original but now had support for making a HomePod pair. This is priced at $299. In March, Apple announced the yellow colour for their iPhone 14 and iPhone 14 Plus. Apple also announced the AirPods Pro 2nd generation that month. They use the new H2 chip to provide 2 times more noise cancellation. These now have been replaced by the USB-C model. In May, Apple announced Final Cut Pro and Logic Pro for iPad. These are subscription rather than a one-time payment like they are on Mac. On June 5th, Apple had their first event of the year. This was WWDC. They announced their new software, including iOS 17, iPadOS 17, tvOS 17, watchOS 10, and macOS Sonoma. As well as this, Apple announced a 15-inch MacBook Air. This starts at $1,299. Apple also announced the Vision Pro. This will be the first headset Apple will make and will be available in 2024. This will start at $3499. Next is the September 12th event, where Apple announced the iPhone 15 and iPhone 15 Pro. The iPhone 15 has a dynamic island, along with a 48-megapixel camera. This starts at $799. The iPhone 15 Pro is made from titanium and has a new A17 Pro processor. The iPhone 15 Pro starts at $999. Apple also announced the AirPods Pro 2nd generation with USB-C, which starts at $249. Alongside this, Apple introduced the Apple Watch Series 9 with the double pinch gesture and the Apple Watch Ultra 2. These are both Apple's first carbon-neutral Apple Watches. On October 30th, Apple held their last event of the year, where they announced the M3 MacBook Pro. This will be available as a 14-inch MacBook Pro, which starts at $1599 and uses the M3 and M3 Pro. And the 16-inch MacBook Pro, which starts at $2499, uses the M3 Pro and M3 Max. Apple also announced the new iMac with an M3 processor. This starts at $1299. On the 24th of December, both the Apple Watch Series 9 and Apple Watch Ultra 2 were shown as currently unavailable on the US Apple website. This is due to patent-related issues with the blood oxygen sensor. This is still shown on December 27th and may even last into 2024.